shit. We try to show niggas some love shit. Niggas try to flex they muscles on us. We cut them off and bought some better choppers. We fuck you bitches, let my brother hit them. Fuck you niggas, let my robbers get them. They just wanna see me, I'm a mental. Wanna fuck some commas up at my dinner. Fucking llama up, doing numbers. Popping Molly up, I remember. Better put your missus up, I'ma get her. Fuck her in the mouth and then kiss her. Got the crib out with all pistols. I got my grill in 20,000. Bought a few chains, that's a new ride. I got this cute dame, give a fuck about her. She want all this fame and $1 million. I done took this pain and I'm gnawing off. Keep a few rings, give a fuck about them. I'm in that new range, give a fuck about it. Grip the grain on the Moussain. Sip a drink at the blue flame. Hit the booth, let the booth flame. We ain't never cool, we just say that shit. For this bitch, you gotta play my shit. Run it back again, say my shit. All that old shit y'all niggas still doing, and I'm over that. All that old shit y'all niggas still doing, dog, I'm over that. All that old shit y'all niggas still doing, dog, I'm over that. All that old shit y'all niggas still doing. I got my jewelry on me right now. Fitted right carpet on me right now. Got a 100 round drum on the seat right now. I got your bitch and shit with me now. I had her sippin' on Cody now. I let her pull up in business now. My goons get it done with a Immaculate. These niggas gon' rap for this shit we rap. Be cool on that fuck shit. Hell on that fuck shit. We work that dope out the mud pit. We work that dope out the mud pit. We work that dope out the mud pit.
To mine, I'm the one giving no hope in nigga, that's a sign. Litty nice, mini nice. Cool summer, thin as ice. Mini nice, and he cries. Real ties, another 100 count 1,000,000 times. No, I told you once that on the time reveal. Any loan I ever got, I been on time with my bill. All this cash come from my stock, gon' make me interest a year. But your every single account, I'm giving attention this year. Patient and staying focused while I'm blazing the split. 6 rents out my account, a couple days for a trip. Big bitch on my line, waiting any day for the trip. Belly nights, knuckles in my bag on very high. Say you got my back, then don't you never lie. Build a new foundation and it stabilize. I don't want your help, I want you patronize. Litty nice, mini nice. Cool summer, thin as ice. Mini nice, and he cries. Real ties, another 100 count 1,000,000 times. Paradise. Who they drop that again? Who they drop that again? You can tell by the way they dress on the latest trend. Don't let that go over your head, let it sink in. Have him top your dread, let that sink in.
Yo, so I did want to do a video for you guys for the people that aren't going to be able to join the Zooms. I want to go ahead and do a live recording so that way when you guys get pinged for this, you can wake up and start to apply some of the stuff that I teach you guys in the Discord and in the mentorship. So we'll just get right into it. First things first, you guys already know the first thing that I do when I look at the market, I check what's going on in the economy, and that can be market news, it could be the Forex factory, it could be different earnings, it could be anything. But I gotta know what's going on in the news, because Trump, he's really good at stirring up a lot of stuff. So I partner with a group that created a platform called MRKT AI. What they do is they take all the information that I'm usually searching for and they combine it into one platform. So I don't have to go searching through Yahoo Finance. I don't have to go Googling different things that or different platforms to find out what is going on in the market. Everything gets pushed into one software. So I can sort it through Meta, I can sort it through NASDAQ, I can sort it through gold, whatever political event might have happened behind the scenes, or anything that might have not hit public media yet, I get it right here and I get pinged with it live. So this is the true way to get institutional information and trade like the banks, seriously, because you get a lot of this information pinged before it hits the media. So for instance, if I just click on like live news down here, And we just scroll through here, and it gives you a daily bias, of course, based on everything that might have happened overnight. But not only does it kind of sort what's popular, different headlines and stuff that's happening globally, all right, and you can see like the Japanese yen, you can see things that's going on in India, of course, but you can actually sort it through high impact news. So things that actually matter, things that might affect the market. And as you can see below the different headlines, it tells you how it can affect the market, whether it's going to be bullish or bearish, and what asset classes. I think the latest thing is the Trump administration is talking about taking an equity stake in an Intel. They've been talking about Intel for a while. The government wants to own a chip company. So if you something as simple as this, you could just click on the brain here and it'll break it down, give you a market AI analysis. It says the Trump administration's $150 million equity investment signals aggressive support for domestic semiconductor manufacturing. So we already know they want to create semiconductors, they want to make chips here, but we don't have a company that has all the resources to do so, so they're just going to buy one. All right, so that makes sense. So if you guys are trying to buy shares, this is a good opportunity for you to look at Intel. Intel has been on the floor for a while, but this would be a good way to, I don't know, how do you say this? Kind of get a good entry or kind of know what direction to charge toward if you're trying to enter or exit the market. So another thing that I use this for, of course, is going to be the economic calendar. I do like to know what's going on in the economy, or if we have high impact news, I can go in here and sort it based on the country that I might be trading. So I only trade U.S. stuff now. I used to trade a bunch of different forex pairs, but the more you trade, the more you realize you actually want to take less trades. If that makes sense. So right here, as you can see from Monday, this was the high impact news. On Monday, it looks like the next high impact news that we have is going to be on Wednesday. And the government shutdown did throw this off a little bit, so I am going to put in the medium impact just in case. There we go. So, and we just want to make sure that the feds aren't going to be talking or anything like that. I don't want to be caught by surprise if I'm going to be entering the market tomorrow. So, it doesn't look like anything tomorrow that I need to kind of pay close attention to, which could be a little concerning because technically we won't have high impact news technically. We won't have high impact news until Wednesday. So what can happen is we can be, I haven't looked at the charts yet, but what can happen is we can get on the charts and we can see that we might be bouncing between two different institutional levels, whether they're two order blocks or two fair value gaps. And it might take an actual news event to get us out of those zones. So I haven't even looked at the charts yet. I wanted you guys to I want to go on this pretty fresh so you can see the things that I do when I want to get a true bias on the market, right? All right, so now we've already looked at the calendar. We have a Trump tracker here too, by the way. And the link for this, by the way, Market AI, the link for that is going to be in the description. So definitely check that out if you guys want to incorporate this into your trading plan. But yeah, I don't see anything. And it even gives you a score on the risk probabilities of Trump maybe tweeting something or creating some type of volatility in the market, which is great. So I think the biggest thing, the biggest thing for Trump was this whole Venezuela thing. But I think that's already come and gone. Yeah, so, yeah, the Venezuelan president, he already left with his family, and I believe he's in Iran. So Trump did give him the chance to leave with all his money. So we'll see what happens from there. But, yeah, man, this is, yeah, just even reading this right now is really something else. So, but anyway, this is a good chance for you guys to kind of keep up with everything without staring at CNN or, you know, any of those other, you know, manipulated news outlets. But let's go ahead and get on the charts here. I'll just click on this for a second. Let's look at earnings, see if anything's popping up. No. All right, so yeah, I don't see anything that I'm interested in. We'll go ahead and get to these charts here. Let's take a look. So first things first, when I get on the market, of course, I start with a higher time frame, okay? We're gonna start with NQ. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't touched these charts since it swept sell side, if I'm being honest. This was the overall target on the retrace, and we swept it. Really wasn't interested in much until after that, and I see that actually reversed. It didn't actually sweep these other lows that I was anticipating, like these equal lows down here, at least not yet, which could be a good sign for the economy. It could be a bad sign. So just kind of a recap of what I anticipated. Excuse me. Sweep of sell side liquidity, we got a nice reversal. This is when a tap and go strategy that I teach kicks in. If you guys want to learn that strategy, the link is in the bio for the Day Trading Academy. but the entry model was down here. I can see it there, and I'm gonna go over that in the Discord as well. But if you missed that first entry, here's the second entry. This fair value gap that was inverted on the smaller time frame. Also, order block that price closed above. I know this is a little tricky because we are retracing into an imbalance, but hey, if we didn't reject this order block right here, which we did, but if we didn't actually continue and give a continuation to the downside from this order block here, then yeah, we were definitely expecting to see higher prices. But price did rebalance this whole FVG. I'm sorry, this whole imbalance. It did rebalance it and gave a nice entry for continuation to the upside. Now that we are at this level here and we've swept buy side liquidity and we're kind of consolidating right here, which could be the first phase, which is what I teach you guys. Of course, we have the first phase, which is accumulation. And then the next step is going to be manipulation, which of course will leave us with the distribution move. So if you guys are looking for an entry, kind of going back into what I was saying about us not having any really high news, high impact news factors until Wednesday, here we are just kind of ping-ponging here in this tight range in a 4-hour time frame on NQ until something gives it a reason to move. So we can either target the highs here and sweep this buy side. You see I got alerts at 25,900 for NQ, or we can start really heading back to the downside and sweeping these equal lows that I saw over here resting in like 23,300 levels. So I know that's a long way down, but I mean, I already know. I've been in the market for over 10 years, so I know these big moves are starting to build up like this. But nonetheless, you guys that are trading, we just want to see, and I'm going to erase my charts here. We just want to see different levels that can give us a clear indication if we're going to still be in bullish or if we're going to still be in a downtrend and bearish momentum. So right here, as I said before, buy side resting right above here. And we did just sweep buy side here as well. Okay, here we are filling this wonderful imbalance here. Nice level there, just wicked into it, nice and clean. And now we're gonna wait and see what happens from here. So as you guys see, we have certain levels that we're looking for. And do you see the precision there? There is no zone. That's what we're looking for. That's the tap and go. So sell side down here, and I'm gonna start labeling this for you guys. I highly encourage you guys that are following me to do the same thing in your charts. All I'm looking for is a narrative. I wanna see I want to see what price has done to kind of give me an idea of what it's going to do next. And as you can see here, we just put lipstick on our chart so you can see all the levels and what they are. Buy side liquidity resting above here. All right, oops, sell side, it's buy side. And if you guys need help setting up your trading view, if you guys need help identifying these levels, if you guys need help setting up your templates, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description, or go ahead and click the link for the Day Trading Academy because I have that all packaged up in there, especially for you beginners that are trying to learn how to trade. All right. So like I said, boom, stop right here at the fair value gap. We can either go which way. We did just sweep buy side. We could target and sweep the sell side here, or we could end up going to the upside. We'll look in the morning and see what happens. Maybe I'll even do a stream now. But if we do break above this fair value gap to the upside and start closing above, then guess what? This is now our new floor, and this could be a buy level for a potential inverse fair value gap. But until we close above it, this is a fair value gap that was filled, and we need to see either some displacement to the upside, or it might start trickling down to the downside and sweep the sell side. And if it flushes through here, then we'll just target this one, and then this one down here, and then next will be the equal lows. So we'll wait and see what happens. We could just consolidate all day tomorrow since we don't have any news. It could be pretty boring, but we're gonna wait and see. Switch over to Google here. Take a look at a couple stocks. Go to the daily time frame. Looks like we're at an all-time high level here. Gave a nice little retrace here. As everybody knows, I love gap fills, which is what we have coming here. So those of you guys that were in shorts, good job. But we are, let's see here, let's drop to the 4-hour time frame. We are filling this fair value gap, and we could continue to the upside until we get down to this level here. That's not, I'm really not going to be able to have a clear bias. It already gave the pull back here. Fair value gap is rejecting on the 1 hour there. So we could see continued bearish momentum. You do have a huge FVG. It filled this gap as well. That's kind of small. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we do have a nice fair value gap level on that 1 hour candlestick. That price can come reach and fill and possibly give us another continuation to the downside. But hey, guess what? We're gonna wait and see. It could just trickle and come down and fill this imbalance. Switch to the 15-minute time frame for you scalpers. Yep, clear as day. Nice FVG up there that price might want to go for. or like I said, it could continue to the downside since it's leaving lower lows. But we'll wait and see what the market does tomorrow. Not surprised because, like I said, NASDAQ has just been consolidating for a while. So all these big tick market cap companies like Nvidia, Google, Meta, these guys are probably just going to be consolidating just like NASDAQ because they make a majority of it anyway. I'm not even going to give you guys this. Well, all right, just for entertainment purposes, let me zoom out here for Meta. So Meta got a nice gap here that it can fill. I really don't like trading Facebook. I'll tell you guys that in another live stream. But nice potential gap fill here. Price could actually come much higher and fill this entire range as well. Let's zoom out here on the weekly time frame. It did give us a nice fill there as well. So let's see what happens. Price really, oh, okay, never mind. I can see, so this is what I usually see. This is a move that I got in one of my playbooks that I might teach you guys later. I see a possible continuation move to the downside, but at first, before it does that, it's gonna rebalance this and then give us that equal stitch to the downside. Okay, usually that move is probably the same. It's probably the same length as the first candle for the continuation, and depending on how high up that next candle goes, it could end right about there. So I could see prices as low as 585 for Meta. I don't know how long it's going to take because this is the monthly time frame, and it could take a month or at least towards the end of December to see that. But yeah, we'll come back and give that a look later. And here we go with Nvidia, same thing. Looking like it's trying to climb back up and do a reclaim here, but it's not looking very pretty. Lots of consolidation, lots of choppiness. Gotta wait and see. Every fair value gap has been invalidated so far, including this one here and that one there. So it's just in a tight range, and I'll draw that out for you guys here so you can see. I don't go for these short moves, guys. Like, yeah, this is a 4-hour time frame, and yes, this could be a $3 move, but if I don't have a clear indication of where that stock is going to go, then you're just gambling, right? You take enough trades, you're eventually going to be like, okay, I'm not gonna look for anything in here, but I would potentially like to see something in here. This huge fair value gap here just needs to be in balance. At first, gave us a nice move to the upside. This is what I'm talking about. This is when retail traders get absolutely crushed by institutions. This was a fake out right here, literally a fake out. Everyone went long and it just melted it and dumped it. But maybe they just go ahead and swap all the liquidity that they wanted and could potentially give us that move to the upside now, finally, after everyone turned bearish. I don't know, but this is why I don't trade November and December, because this is a lot of the time when market accumulates and there's not really any continuation, just a bunch of scalps. But Tesla, here we go. This will be the last one, the last stock. Same thing, lots of consolidation here on a higher time frame on a daily, even on a weekly. Just nothing pretty here. People are probably getting chopped up unless you're taking these short ranges. On a 15-minute time frame, I do see a fair value gap here. This is nice. So hey, if you guys are looking to trade, I like that level tomorrow for Tesla for longs possibly. If that level does not hold, your next zone will be down here, right? So this will be 427. If not 428. If this level does hold at 428 and you start to see a wick and it doesn't close, this is a 15-minute time frame, so it doesn't close below 428, maybe drop down, leave a wick. That means that we could potentially target these highs, right? West and above. This will be your TP zone right up here. This will be buy side. But wait and see. They could absolutely melt it because I see this fair value gap here was respected to the downside. This FVG right here. So what happens is you look for zones that have left like not invalidations, it left imbalances or order blocks. And if price starts to reject those areas and give you a move away, like opposite of it, and possibly go lower, then obviously that means that we could see lower prices. That's my indicator. Okay, I don't have indicators. That is the indicator. If it closes above it, then we're going to be bullish. If it closes below it, then it's going to be bearish. It's really that simple. It's not complicated. I have all these fancy indicators on my chart. It's this and that. If not, then this. All right, so that's all I got. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Here go Bitcoin doing this thing. I know you guys are going to hate me. This is the future Bitcoin. Let's go to the Forex one. You guys are going to hate what I'm going to say, but I told you so. If you've been in my group, I've been saying this for a long time now. Sell-side liquidity is what we are targeting. We are looking for 75,000 in Bitcoin. After that, guys, buckle up because there's going to be a lot of panic sellers. There's going to be a lot of people that are afraid to hold the bag. Just like, what was that? What was I just looking at? Was it Tesla? Was it Tesla on the weekly time frame? No. Was it Nvidia on the weekly time frame? Or monthly? It was one. I think it was Tesla on the monthly. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It was Meta. So Meta on the monthly, just like you see this potential equal extension move to the downside, is the exact same thing that I can see on Bitcoin. Yeah, I can definitely see Bitcoin give us a nice move to the downside and get to these lows. So, just like I just said, hey guys, guess what? If we're closing below these fair value gaps, these are inverse fair value gaps. If we don't close above it, then we're going to see lower prices. If we close below it, then we're going to see lower prices. That simple. Until we close above 86 or 87,000, I am anticipating to see lower prices. 75,000 will be the last zone I'm looking for. Guys, if Bitcoin, and this is important because there's going to be a lot of bag holders. If Bitcoin drops below 75,000, you might want to exit and take your profits or take your losses. That's all I'm going to say. If your average is right here at 87,000, close your position. This is not financial advice. But if you are nervous at all, you have your life savings in this, and you need Bitcoin to go higher, that means you're over leveraged, first of all. And that's the first thing I tell you guys don't do is be over leveraged. So do with that as you please. But I do expect to see 75,000. Two things can either happen. All of a sudden we get a crazy rally to the upside after we sweep that sell side. Or guess what? It continues lower and Bitcoin officially becomes a pump and dump, just like the rest of those meme stocks and NFTs and all that other stuff. So that's what I'm at for Bitcoin. Gold is doing its thing. I am anticipating gold just continue to climb higher. We have a lot of imbalances down here, but it's running so strong. It's going to take a major event for gold to give us a retrace to the downside. But here we go. Fair value gap right here. That price is going to hold, right? Here we go. If price wicks just like that, and rejects it, it starts moving away, then obviously we're going to look at prices above this order block. Now, if this is a major institutional level right here. If price does close above this level, then we will never see 42,000 ever again, and we will see 5,000 in no time. I'm marking alert right here. So that's what I got. These are big swing trades. These are trades that you got time to let play out. Those of you guys that got 9-to-5 jobs, you guys can't trade every day. This is a good opportunity for you guys to be able to enter a position, not stare at it all day, and come back after a week and see where you're at. These are swing trades. So mark up your zones, mark up your levels. Ooh, this is interesting. Oil is low. Oil is at $59 a barrel. This is really concerning. Yeah, this is really interesting. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on this too. But let's look at one more thing. You guys know me. I love watching. Where is it? My uranium stocks. Okay. Gave us a nice pullback here. This is a swing trade. Give us a nice pullback. And we want to see this level hold right here, right around 1170. See if that level can hold and give us a nice move to the upside. If it does dump a little bit further, then I probably will be a little bit more concerned when we get to like the $10 level. But it looks good. It gave us a pullback like expected. So now I'm expecting price to close above 1180 or $12 and start heading back towards those highs. Okay, and same for this stock as well. This is another nuclear stock. I'm not currently invested in, but it's the same levels. The entire Circle, I have nothing to do with Circle, but this is horrible right here. When you have fair value gaps fail like that, that's a clear example. Just get out of the way. But that's all I got for you guys here. You guys go ahead and write in the comments what you guys might want me to chart up here. I'll look up your charts, see if I can see some areas and give you some recommendations. I'm gonna start doing this more for you guys because I want everyone to get the opportunity to see what I'm thinking when I'm actually marking up in the charts, because I wish I had somebody do that for me when I was learning. Unfortunately, I had to just kind of figure it out on my own, which at the same time made me a better teacher because I'm not repeating something or cutting any corners. This stuff works for me. And I made plenty of money this year, especially for 2025 in options and in futures and in Forex. So feel free to take notes of some of the stuff I'm teaching you guys. Once again, the day trading course and academy is in the description for those of you guys that want to join and really perfect your craft and make a difference in your life. But hey, I got the free Discord in there as well if you guys want to join that and see what I got and see my markups and stuff like that and ask some questions. But until the next one, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
out nigga, I'm him. Go on a creme de la creme. Chocolate, baby, get Tim. I salute, you give a thrill. Running up, I need more revenue. Know when ahead of you, stack up your M's. Another spot and I own if you go to my kid when I'm riding the wheel. I'm working out at the Patriots Stadium gym. I done got rich on my aliens. They come and pay me and they know the drill. Working on my little lady friend, getting Mercedes Benz came out this year. And I got an AMG chauffeur that's paid for the year. I'm about to drop it, they go with the Maybach. Ain't no more winners, I'm telling you, stay back. All that loose talking, they come and relate it. I know the singles is getting outdated. You wanna feature, then nigga just say that.